Yes, sir. We're back. You know the vibe.
Welcome back to the podcast.
This podcast be bussin'.
April 22nd. We're all over the place with our podcast recording schedule. Not that it matters because we just get an episode up every week, but here we are on Thursday.
Dude, so welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. Thursday, April 22nd. Let's bring this energy, babe.
Woo!
Serena's very tired. She's very pregnant.
It's rough.
It's wearing on her, I could tell. She's usually not like this, guys. She's like a ball of energy, and she's just like, it seems like it's chained up a little bit.
We're there. I keep telling myself with how I feel that it's a sign the baby's gonna come like at, at 37 weeks. The thing is, that's not facts. And the problem with that is when he doesn't come early, I'm gonna be desperate. In shambles.
No, you'll be good. I believe in you, babe. But yeah, so it's been a long week. First of all, guys, I just want to say really fast, Audible trial, get your books, get your knowledge, get your entertainment. Serena's reading a book about sexual fantasies.
What?
She says it's fun, so if you're into that kind of stuff, Audible.
Okay, I'm also reading books about birth called Transformed by Birth. That's my current
So we have the audibletrial.com/Cafecito JJ Sarina. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, what are we talking about this week?
Dude, so basically, what have we done this past weekend, babe? Past weekend,
Ooh,
we were on baby mode. Serena keeps yawning. We were supposed to get coffees, but we ended up getting fast food.
Because he said, I said, let's go to Starbucks, because this morning we did not have good coffee. And then he said, well, I need to eat before I get caffeine. And so then we just got food and no caffeine.
Bro, I woke up, and then it's just like, I literally drank coffee and ran out the door, came home, and you ran out the door again. It's been like that since yesterday.
It's wedding week.
Dude, so yeah, my sister's getting married this Saturday.
Which is funny because it's not even like we're doing things for her for the wedding.
Yeah.
But we're in the wedding. So that means like Jerome and Alex had to pick up their tux, make sure they fit. I got to get my dress. My dress went missing.
Dude.
Got my dress back. There's still a stain in it. Like it's just all of these things happening.
My goodness.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot.
Been a long week.
Yeah. 2 weeks because... I mean, this week is like wedding priorities because her wedding is also like 6 hours from where we live.
Yeah, it's a drive.
So it's far, and
it's like the week before we were prepping our car. Like we got it cleaned. We wasted like 2 hours.
But that also, so at the same time, we're prepping for baby. When we come home from her wedding. The thing is that then next weekend's your brother's birthday.
Yeah.
So we have to drive out of town for that. And then it's Mother's Day. We might have to drive out of town for that.
We're not.
And then I'm 37 weeks pregnant and we need everything ready. And if we work during the week and on the weekends we have these events that require driving out of town, I told him before we leave for the wedding, everything needs to be ready for the baby.
Dude, yeah.
Because we don't have these other weeks to prepare. That's insane.
Dude, it's been
so I think people think I'm crazy because I like have everything ready before I'm 34 weeks pregnant. Like by 33 weeks pregnant, I'm like, okay, everything has to be ready. But that's why, because we have so much going on.
The weeks after.
These last couple of weeks of pregnancy, which hopefully will make time fly.
Yeah, what was cool is though we did get everything ready. Like our room looks amazing.
Our house looks great.
Our house looks good, dude. Like it's clean.
My office is organized.
Everything's clean.
Nursery set up.
Yeah, like we have all the baby stuff ready to go. Like
we even got like our TVs are hung.
Yeah, like it's just like next level readiness.
Comfort.
In the house, yeah, pretty much. So that's the good thing. That's the positive, right?
We got the car cleaned, working on getting the dog hair out.
Yeah, we're gonna get it cleaned again.
If you have a dog, do not cover your seats.
Yeah, we had a seat cover and they took it off.
We just stopped using it.
And then we have an English Bulldog, so he has like very fine little hairs.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shed a lot, but when he does, it like you can see it.
Gets in there, like threaded in there.
It's annoying.
I guess I just thought like,
also don't date Hispanic women because their hair sheds just as much.
Okay, but that comes out. Stop.
It doesn't. It ruined our vacuum, and now
But I always thought we could just go get the car cleaned, and we had the biggest trouble going to get our dog hair cleaned out of the car.
Apparently here we can't.
So I was like, screw it, I'll do it myself, and it's been hard. But the car's clean, car seat's installed.
We're ready, dude. Ready to roll.
So, but it's been a lot. Like it's been a lot.
It's been a long week, but nothing to complain about. Just no. It's just kind of tiring.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is I told Jerome, like we have everything set up: the crib, the bassinet, the swings, the pack and play, like everything in our house. You would think the baby's gonna be here like next week, but it's just I told him like, man, I'm the type of person where I'd rather have things done early, especially with pregnancy. Is like, dude, you don't know when the baby's gonna come, but also I'm realizing who has the energy in your last couple weeks, like last month of pregnancy, to be putting all this stuff together.
Dude, I didn't realize, like, man, I don't know, like, nobody know, like, if they're listening, if they do know you, but I live with you every day, and so duh, I know you. But I'm saying, like, the amount of, like, energy, like, the way you're drained is insane. It's so weird. But I mean, obviously, you have a baby in your body. But like,
no, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah, and you read about it and stuff, and you see it like in the movies and whatnot. But man, like when you say you're tired, you're like exhausted, dude. Like,
yeah. No, it's
kind of
crazy.
Wild. Like, this is 4 jobs, Sarina. You know, you used to work 4 jobs, and at the end of the day, you could still make dinner and go out.
Dude.
But like now, it's just like yeah, like you do like 2 things, and you're like dying.
Like literally yesterday, I think we went to like 3 stores, and then I was like,
not only that, but she gets mad. Like you get so irritated, dude.
Well, because
like,
then the thing about it for me is my feet hurt really bad.
Yeah.
So I could only be like on my feet for so long before they like. I don't know how to explain this, and maybe if you've had the symptom with pregnancy or for whatever reason, but I'm walking.
You have blood clots.
I don't think that Jerome even fully understands. Like, he sympathizes and he'll like get me home or sitting down, but like my feet start burning and it literally hurts to like I want to levitate. Like I get desperate. I'm like I have to sit down. Like just get me out of here. It's intense. So anyways, that's just me in pregnancy. That's where we're at.
Sorry, I was just throwing on the timer for our camera so we don't miss it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, Serena's just been super duper tired.
Yeah, it's been a lot, but all good things. And I shouldn't be hoping for the baby to come at 37 weeks, but 38 weeks, I'll take it.
Leave him alone, dude. If he wants to chill in there, let him chill down.
I go on maternity leave May 14th, which is at 37 weeks.
If you yawn one more time, Serena,
I can't.
I'm not tired, dude, but you keep making me want to yawn.
I also just got done eating, and I had a huge breakfast now.
You're like post-eating vibes, like you come back from lunch.
And it's like nice and comfy in here.
It's 12 o'clock.
It's all dim. This morning there was so much light.
I just shaved. Okay. I know you smell that.
You know what I need is some essential oils.
Something to wake you up, like some tangerine.
Yeah, like this. Look, this one right here.
Wake up. What is it called? Sunshine.
A client gave this to me. It's frankincense. It's actually really good. I'll smell it. But anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could have an energy drink right now, man. I'm tired too.
I mean, you don't have an excuse. You just need to get off the caffeine.
I am off the caffeine. I only drink coffee once a day.
Honey, yeah, I was like, what? And pre-workout. You always have a scoop of pre-workout. But you say there's no caffeine in it.
There isn't. It has rhodiola. It's natural.
Anyways. That's where we're at. That's how we've been.
Week,
that's
dude.
what's going on.
We've been wilding, dude. Just trying to figure it out.
I will say, like, one of the things that has been frustrating is these last couple weeks, like, I haven't been hardly working out at all. Like, maybe because of time. Because, like, I just keep running out of time. It's like I wake up.
Yeah, just trying to figure everything out.
That chair is so intense.
Sorry about that. Anyways. You were saying, or you were going to say?
Nothing.
Anyways, well, this weekend we were cleaning out all our stuff. And we got rid of a big TV, a giant dresser, and I forgot what was one more thing. Oh, I had like this old wallet that you had bought me, but I didn't need it because it was the wrong one.
They sent us a replacement.
And this is stuff that we just had in our closet. Until now, we're getting rid of it. Okay,
first of all, I see where you're going, but Jerome thinks, first of all, our TV...
We're hoarders.
No. Our TV, it was perfectly fine. It worked amazing. It was big. It was great. What was wrong with it? Jerome just always is, he's the opposite of me. He needs like the newest, like you need something upgraded.
I'm the opposite. Look at my laptop, guys. This is
okay.
MacBook Air. Look at yours.
But that's because you don't hardly use it. Your TV...
Look at your phone. How many cameras has it got?
Are you serious right now? Don't make me get into this conversation. I bought myself a new MacBook because I needed it.
Okay, well, I needed
I bought myself the new iPhone also because I primarily use it for work.
I needed the new TV.
No, you didn't.
For the baby.
He's been asking for a new TV, saying like, can we get one? Like, let's get one. Come on, let's do it. And I'm like, dude, stop. No, we don't need it.
Finally got one.
Dude, it's so annoying.
But to my point.
No, but to my point is that those are things that you feel we've been holding on to. And those are things I feel like, well, why would we get rid of it? So the other thing is our dresser.
Yeah.
We bought a brand new dresser a couple years ago, like 3 years ago or so. Brand new, spent hundreds of dollars on it. It was like my first new dresser, by the way.
Yeah.
And then as we moved like 2 or 3 times since, but it hasn't been a long time. A dresser should last a long time. John's been trying to get rid of it since the year we bought it. He's like, I hate it. This is trash. And I'm like, this is not trash. So you're over here talking about hoarding and why do we hold on to things? And I'm like, hold on to things. These are brand new things that we've bought that you just think are trash now.
Calm down, mama.
Because so then the dresser in our room right now, we bought last year. Bro. We bought it last year, brand new, super nice, but we broke it. So I said, well, then we are going to fix it.
Oh my God. And when she says we, she means me.
No, but what kind of person are you? Are you the type of person who just like throws everything away and gets it brand new? It's so wasteful. Or can you just I told him this. If we bought our son a new dresser and he broke it, would you say, oh yeah, Alex, that's trash now. You need a new one? No, he'd be like, how dare you? You don't take care of your stuff.
Of course.
Blah.
He's 8.
Oh, so age matters?
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Oh, so when you're in your 20s, you can just trash stuff.
Well, because I know how much it costs and I'll pay for it.
I don't think you do, though. I pick out the furniture and place the order, and then Jerome's like, that's trash. I'm like, that was $500. No, it's not.
Oh my God.
So tell me more about hoarding.
It felt like we were holding on. Now our garage is full of old stuff.
No, and the garage is full of old stuff because I like to sell everything, okay? I like to sell it like on Facebook Marketplace or something. So I told Jerome, look, I'm busy. I'm like so far in my pregnancy, I don't have the energy to post this stuff and sell it. You sell it. So it's in there because you haven't sold it yet.
I'm selling it right now.
No, I'm going to post it probably next weekend and I'll sell it myself.
I'm talking to a guy right now.
It should have been gone already.
We're talking. We're making negotiations.
I cannot. So we cleaned out our closet, but really it's just you finally got rid of stuff that I didn't even care to get rid of.
I'm donating a lot of clothes too. I have a bag of clothes.
That is a different story. Clothes, I can say we totally hold on to for way too long.
Yeah.
Half our closet is just like sweatpants and t-shirts.
I got rid of
that we don't wear.
A bunch of stuff, dude.
It's hard to get rid of though.
I kind of just looked at it and I was like, dude, I haven't even worn this in the last year, and I just threw it away.
Wow, if I go through my closet and take out all the stuff I haven't worn for the last 2 years.
That's what I did.
I won't have any clothes. I'll have like 10.
You could get new clothes, baby. You could start over.
Dude, it's weird. It is hard.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, but you did say before that, when you were talking about posting stuff online, you said, I just don't have the time for that.
I don't.
And that brings me to our next conversation about prioritizing time, babe.
About doing what?
Prioritizing time.
All right, what of it? I've been talking about that a lot this week.
Yeah, anyways, so I think like 2 weeks ago, you were telling me, what were you saying?
I don't know. What was I saying?
You were talking about like time management and how people were telling you that they don't have time to do things.
Yeah.
And how it like irritated you. And I think we might have even talked about it a little bit on the podcast. Right?
Yeah.
I think that we talked about like why you do things. Like why you do things. But then like now I just want to talk about like the actual like time. Like there's 24 hours in the day. Like what do you do with it? Yeah.
I think one thing that I always like to point out is it's not, the baby is moving so much right now.
Oh, you can't even talk.
One thing that I like to point out is that it's not just about time management, it's energy management. There's a big difference. Mm-hmm. Like if you're mentally exhausted, you can have 5 free hours, but if you can't mentally like be there and do what you need to do, if you're fucking exhausted, you're not going to do it. So it doesn't matter how much time you have, but the question is how much energy do you have during that time?
That's facts.
Right?
It makes you think about like when I'd go to the gym and I'm like, babe, I went to the gym, I was so tired. I was like, what's the point of even coming? Like
that's stupid. You should have stayed home.
Excuse me. It's like, I'm like, it's so annoying. Like I went and it just didn't feel good.
Exactly.
So that's what you mean? Like
yeah. I have a client who I talked to this morning, and she has two little boys, and they're at this phase where they demand a lot of her time and attention, her energy, right? She co-parents, so she has them, you know, for example, like 3 days a week, and then her ex has them 3 days a week, and I don't know about the extra day. But she was saying, like, on those 3 days that she has her boys, she's like, I kept trying to do work on my business, but like it's like a 15-hour day. Like we're up and they're going, and every time I sit down, they're like, Mom, 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 and it doesn't stop. And all the things. And I was like, well, then why are you trying to do business work on those days? Those 3 days should be your 3 days off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, she doesn't have the mental energy on those days to sit down and work anyway. So what kind of work are you going to get done?
Nothing.
Like, what's the point?
So you said mental energy versus, what was the other one? Versus actual time?
Well, yeah. So it's like energy management versus time management. And that's kind of like this. It's like, if you think about business, you think about the corporate setting, is like, why in the hell are we managing our time to be there from 9 to 5?
Yeah, you're only
just energy management.
You're only productive for like 3 hours of the day.
Yeah,
and the time you're waiting.
And the other hours of the day, you like come back from lunch, you're crashed, you're tired, you're just sitting there, you're waiting to clock out.
Yeah.
So why don't we just capitalize on energy and those hours and just get everything done?
It's like, for a lot of people, I'd say probably from like 9 till lunchtime, like 9 to 1, they're like banging it out.
Or you could do different chunks, like someone could come in from 9 to 12, and then that afternoon person, and then because everyone has different energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing, is it's like it is energy management. Like for me right now, it's like I have time, but the problem is after a certain point in the day, I'm like literally now in my pregnancy, like exhausted.
We're getting there.
I'm like mentally exhausted.
20 minutes. I'm just kidding.
It actually happened a half hour ago.
Your gas is going down.
No. I have a lot of things to do today. But yeah, no. And I just think that's what it is it's energy management. So that's why like I changed my schedule. I don't start working till 10.
Well, what about like those people like say I work at 9 to 5 and I say, well, then I don't have energy to go to the gym after work.
Then go to the gym before work.
Well, I don't have energy to go.
You don't have energy when you wake up in the morning?
I don't feel good. I'm not a morning person. Like, I'm sure you get these excuses.
Yeah,
right?
but you're not a morning person, then are you a night person?
Yeah.
Okay, well then pick and choose. Like at the end of the day, if you only have 2 options, pick the better option.
Yeah.
Right? So like back to my client, she was saying, on her other 3 days, she's working all week and she has an in-person business and she has clients all day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. She's like, so I don't really have the energy on those days to do my online business work. Mm. And I'm like, well, so you have to pick and choose. Either you do it when you have your kids or you do it when you have a full client load day in person.
Yeah.
Which one is it? You're not going to have energy either way, but what's the win-win for you here? Well, the win-win is to like have those days full attention on your kids and get up an hour earlier and do your online business work for an hour before you go into your office. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that forever. One thing I think people don't realize is everything in life is temporary. Like almost everything, right? Like think about it. Your schedule, your job you have right now, you're probably not going to have it for the rest of your life. Maybe you will. Maybe you're in a different generation. There's some people who've been at their jobs forever, but schedules change, things change. So if you could think of it as temporary, like a temporary sacrifice until something shifts, something will shift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to go to the gym at 5 a.m. forever.
That's like you used to.
Yeah. The
now,
heck?
I mean, well, now you don't go.
Now I don't go to the gym. No,
now I don't even go.
Dude.
No, but like now you could go whenever you want, kind of. Like,
yeah, technically.
You go in the morning, you go at night, middle of the day. Mm-hmm. Versus before you were in that situation where you had to go at like 5 a.m. literally.
Or I could go at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So what did I pick?
Choose, yeah.
And it was different times. I used to go at 5 a.m. I used to go at 9 p.m.
You used to go on your lunch?
I used to go on my lunch break. Like whatever I had to do, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So figuring out what works best with your schedule then.
Yeah. I mean, when do you have the energy, the most energy to do it? Like there was a time where like I didn't have the energy at the end of the day. I was exhausted. So I would have a little more energy for first thing in the morning when I woke up and I would go then. But then another part of my life was like, no, I prioritize sleep. I would rather get my sleep and sleep in and then go at night. And that was fine for me.
Yeah. Why do you think people would say that they don't have time to do certain things though?
I mean, like that's how it feels, right? Yeah. I don't have time.
Is it because like their schedule's all loosey-goosey? Maybe because they don't want to, or they lack the discipline? Or
I think a lot of people just struggle with like the all or nothing mindset.
What's that mean?
You either are doing it all in that perfect picture you have in your head, or you're not going to do it at all because you think it has to look a certain way. That's why I always say, like, we all live inside this box and we have this idea of what the box has to look like. It's kind of like you go to school and the idea is then you go to college and then you get married and then you buy a house and then you have kids. It's like this perfect box. So if your life doesn't look like that, then what? Oh my God, I can't do anything right. Like, people start falling apart.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, first of all, like, create your own box, or like paint the fucking box, or throw the box away, like whatever you need to do for your life. So I think people say they don't have time because they don't have time. Like, they don't have time. Time is a real problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not that they don't necessarily have the time, it's that they don't have the energy. They're tired. Right? It's like, oh, I don't have time. By the time I get home, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, well, there's still 4 hours left of the day. Time is not the problem. You don't have the energy. Like, you also have to sleep. You also have to cook dinner. You also have kids.
So what do you do?
Well, that's what I said. So then you need to look at your schedule and say, okay, can I get up an hour earlier? Flip it. If you don't have time in the evening, you have time in the morning. You don't have time in the morning, you have time on your lunch. You don't have time 4 days a week.
If you had a client that tells you that they still don't have time,
it's bullshit.
What do you tell them?
That's bullshit. I would really want a full audit of their schedule. I'd want to know, like, when are you watching TV? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's time. That's bullshit. I don't think I've ever met, I'm sure there is people, but I don't think I've ever met anyone who honestly doesn't have time.
Like,
for anything, an hour a day.
Be with your kid, or go to the gym, or do something productive for yourself.
Yeah. That's like when people tell me they don't have time for a morning routine. Cool, have a night routine. I don't have time for a night routine. Cool, have a midday routine. I don't have time for that, Sarina. Well, how much time do you think it takes? An hour? No. 30 minutes? No. 5 minutes? I'll give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
People think, oh, you don't have time to work out. Well, really? How long does a workout take? An hour? No. Let's do 30. People think that certain things have to look a certain way. Let go of that and make it whatever you need it to be to fit into your life.
It's like, I thought I had to have my life put together before we got married.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Literally, it's
just like randomly.
Well, when are you going to tell me when you would, I can't wait for the day you're like, babe, I have my life put together. I would have been ready right now.
Dude.
We've been waiting till you die. It wouldn't have happened.
Same thing with people that say that they're waiting for the right time to have kids.
Yeah, for anything. It's the when this happens, no, if this happens, then I'll X. It's that mentality.
Yeah.
You're the if then or if when or whatever. Is like you're just waiting for if this happens, but what if that never happens and you'll never get what you want? That's crazy. So, I don't know. Time to me is never an issue. I feel like with my clients, it's a huge issue.
Yeah.
But we're always able to address it. And it might take weeks of trial and error. We shift your schedule. We try something new. That's not working. Try something new. That's not working. Try something new. Eventually, we'll get it down.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because I hear it a lot too when I go to jiu-jitsu, and like, you just talk to so many people, and it's like so many different walks of life. And like the first thing a lot of people's like, yeah, like I wish I just had more time to come.
To come?
Yeah.
Like to come. All I heard was, I wish I had more time to come. How's our sex life?
What the fuck?
Is that not how it sounded? I hope someone who's listening to this, all I heard was, I wish I had more time to come.
What are you? I wasn't even trying to be funny. You okay? Sarina's wilding, dude. No, like that's the first. Like I wish I had more time to train.
Yeah.
To go
jiu-jitsu.
train. Yeah. Damn, babe.
So some people don't have time to come.
Oh my gosh.
That's a whole nother problem.
I can't believe you.
No, yeah, exactly. I think what's hard about that is it's the schedule.
Yeah.
Like
it's a set time.
It's a set time, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's like with yoga, like you can only go at certain times. I guess yoga you can do at home and alone, but it's not the same.
You can do that for almost anything. Like
yeah, but jiu-jitsu you can't.
You could do stuff, but it's not the same. Like,
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. That's a hard one.
But then that's like people that do have jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have to like come pick up their kids. Like they're working around a schedule.
Yeah, but they literally, like, if that time doesn't fit into their lifestyle as much, that's what's hard with something like that. It's a set schedule. It's not really flexible.
Yeah.
So, like, I try to stick with my clients of, like, there's a lot of flexibility, whether we realize it or not.
What about when there's not?
Exactly. So when there's not, it's like, you tell me, you gotta find a new jiu-jitsu school because you gotta need a better schedule. Like, what do you do?
That's true.
Yeah, like there's not much you could do about something like that. It's kind of hard
when it has like time constraints.
Yeah, when it's like not up to you.
So I found an excuse.
if I would say if you're going to a jiu-jitsu, it's different because I know you and I know how big of a deal it is to be at one school. But I'm like, if you're attached to a school, it's like being at a gym who's only open during your work hours.
Yeah.
Switch fucking gyms. Like, you're never gonna go unless you never want to actually go to the gym. Then don't.
Yeah.
But you're trapping yourself. You're literally setting yourself up for failure. So if your jiu-jitsu school like literally can't none of the times work for you.
Schedule, yeah.
Like, you got to figure that out. Or
I can see that happening because sometimes the schools are open a little early, whereas like some people are still working at that time and maybe they can't work in the morning. That's like when I had a job, I was working from 8 to 5, and like with the traffic, I could never get to my class. Fortunately, I got fired.
You're like, yes, there's your solution.
The universe said, you know what, Jerome, this is more important.
Okay.
So I didn't have to do that, but I did miss like months of training because of that job.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
You couldn't go.
Yeah, so it worked out itself in the long run. But yeah, I guess that's a kind of a good example right there. It wasn't working in my schedule, but eventually it worked out.
It's just like, I'm looking at like our exercise bike, and like I have work out for 30 minutes every day on my calendar, and I've been working out like once a week for weeks now because I don't have time. I wake up and then I get ready, and then by the time my day starts, and then I'm doing my work, and then I know at the end of the day I don't have the energy to work out. Like I'm just tired. Like, I'm physically and mentally tired at this point in my pregnancy. And it kills me because I'm like, I need to work out, and then I don't, and so every day it just gets deleted off my calendar. And so so what do? I put it on the morning. I'm like, I'm gonna do it in the morning before I start my day because that's when I have energy. I wake up with energy. So I'm like, that's when I have energy, but then it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like one of those things where it's just like, I don't know what to do there.
I guess last question that I have for you, since you're such a schedule heavy person, is like tips for someone who's like super unorganized and wants to get good with like their time management and their energy management.
I like to use a planner. So I use my calendars on Google Calendar now, but if you buy a planner, I like to use an electronic calendar to like set my schedule for the week. So first of all, every Sunday you should have on your calendar a set schedule for following week. Like, that's important.
Just to chime in, like, it's not that hard, like, especially like if you have like a regular job, like that's a chunk of the day right there.
And you put that reoccurring every week, Monday through Friday, same hours.
This is like a quick little habit that you could do, right?
Exactly. And then you put like pick up the kids, make dinner, wake up, morning routine, work out. Like, what days are you working out? Are they on your calendar? And then what I like to do is use a written planner to actually write what happened. Because you make your calendar and it doesn't happen. I'm like really religious on my calendar. Like, so for example, if we got off this podcast and we didn't record until the time I thought, I'll go back into my Google Calendar really quick and edit and change it. Like, I do that for everything. I noticed yesterday I got my nails done. It was killing me because I was supposed to be there from 3 to 5, but I was there from 3 to 6. So I like had to go back in and put, I was there from 3 to 6. So a way to self-audit your time is to actually write down what you actually did. Go 1 week and literally keep track of how you spend I'm talking everything. How long did it take you to get ready? How long did you drive to work? How long was dinner? How long, what did you do? Do all of that and then go back and look at your week and ask yourself, do I like where I'm spending my time? You'll see very clearly where you have chunks of time that you could use better.
You're like on TikTok for 1 hour.
Dude, yeah, people have to write that. Like, I have clients and they're like, oh, well, then I was on social media for an hour. And I'm like, well, what the hell were you doing?
Exactly. Time just like slithers away when you're on your phone. It's annoying.
Exactly. It's like Netflix, 3 hours.
Dude.
I don't have time.
Dude, I haven't been doing that, but it's just like social media is like fucking time killer.
Yeah.
Like the worst time killer, guys. But yeah, so leave you with that tip there. So it says, start off with the calendar. Get your week out on Sunday. Plan your Monday through Friday to the T. And then recalculate next week, figure it out.
Yeah, I say plan it out, but then actually but use a pencil, right? Like, if you can write it down or use a Google Calendar, as the day goes on, actually write down how your time, you have a plan and then you have how it actually goes and then compare the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and start with that. And if you have more questions, ask Sarina. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Mama Bear here needs to...
I'm like out of breath.
She needs to rest up. But we'll be back next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yay!
Thanks for being with us.
Catch you in the next one.